Delilah Beasley was a member of the NAACP in the Bay Area, and so she knew the whole cast of people that were involved in social justice issues of her time. Delilah Beasley played a unique role as a journalist and a historian. She published a really important article in the Journal of Negro History in 1918 called Slavery in California. And that article came out at a time when nobody even knew that California had a past of enslaved people coming to the state and being brought by white Southerners into the state, especially during the gold rush. This was an important academic landmark because very few historians were paying attention to this at all. And she followed that up the next year by publishing a book that is really the Bible for historians of early Black California, The Negro Trailblazers of California. It's been in print ever since. And one of the things that she did was travel the state from the far north down to the Mexican border, interviewing the trailblazers, interviewing people that she called pioneers, people who had come to the state of California during the gold rush days or earlier. And so she was able to get history from the horse's mouth in that book that all of us still use as historians. And she was able to change so many misperceptions about Black California, to establish that African Americans have been here since the days of Spanish colonialism, and then certainly since the days that the U.S. took over the territory and made it a state in the United States. You know, there were these societies that were established, they're still around, pioneer societies all up and down California. And they all say that in order to be a member, when they were formed in the 1860s, 70s, 80s, that you had to have come to the state before 1850. What they didn't say is they really meant you had to be white and have come to the state before 1850, because there were hundreds and thousands of Black people that fit that definition, that settled in California before that time, but they, generally speaking, were not invited to be members in these pioneer societies because of racial exclusion. And Delilah Beasley's work made it possible for us to begin to include people in those stories. And she brought the stories up to the 20th century, her own time, when the book was published in 1919.